end of this hour, I'm going to need a wheelchair because I'll be lame, but he stole it. So let's get this going on. I'm sure many of you have been coming here for years. You've heard the lame jokes in the teachings, or you've heard ones like, how do you make water holy? Or who's the short person in the Bible? Nehemiah. Alright, and so this inspired me to look up a couple of my old jokes and to pull from Vince, Joey, and a couple others, and the internet. So enjoy these lame jokes. Alright, so the first one is, man, it's raining cats and dogs out there. And he's like, yeah, I know, I stepped in a poodle. Here's one I first heard in high school. It had commercials made out of it. 2 muffins are in the oven. One turns to the other and says, man, it's hot in here. The other one goes, ah! A talking muffin! I put my own spin on that. Okay, so moving on to a more biblical joke. Hold your applause. A man and his wife were having an argument about who should brew the coffee each morning. We all love the coffee here. I do it every day. If you don't know, I'm a barista. The wife said, you should do it because you get up first and we don't have to wait as long to get our coffee. The husband said, you're in charge of cooking around here and you should do it. And because he could wait. But this is a while back, so... And the wife replied, no, you should do it, and besides, it's in the Bible that man should do the coffee. The husband replied, I can't believe that, show me. So she fetches the Bible and opens to the New Testament and shows them the top of several pages, and they indeed say, Hebrews. Alright, let's keep it on a roll. Speaking of rolling, did you know Jesus drove a car? And he and the disciples were all on one accord. Alright, if you guys can't see, I like technology, so when I can get a little technology jokes in here with a little Bible humor, it's always good. So, 2 priests died at the same time and met at the pearly gates. And they said to the Saint Peter, this is a Catholic joke, I'm Catholic, so bear with me, alright? And basically, St. Peter said, I'd like to let you guys in now, but our computer's down. They were using Windows Vista, I believe. You have to go back to Earth for about a week, but you can't go back as priest. Man, it takes a week to fix a computer? Who's IT? But... So what else would you like to be? The first priest says, I always wanted to be an eagle soaring above the Rocky Mountains. So be it, St. Peter said, and off the first priest flies. The second priest thinks it over for a bit and asks, will any of this week count? Like in Catholicism, like they do penance for sins and all that. And St. Peter said, no, our computer's down, we won't be able to see anything. In that case, the second priest said, I always wanted to be a stud. So be it. And the second priest disappeared. The week goes by and the computer is fixed. And Lord tells St. Peter to call the 2 priests. Will you have any trouble locating him now? The first one should be easy, says St. Peter. He's somewhere over the Rocky Mountains, flying with the eagle. But the second one could prove to be more difficult. Why, asked the Lord. He's on a snow tire somewhere in North Dakota. That's a good one. Keeping with the technology Bible theme, here's Bill Gates in hell. Bill Gates died in a car accident. He found himself in purgatory, another Catholic thing, being seized up by God. Well, Bill, I'm really confused on this call. I'm not sure whether to send you to heaven or hell. After all, you helped enormously society by putting computers in every home and giving away a ton of money. And yet you created the ghastly Windows Vista. I'm going to do something I've never done before. In your case, I'm going to let you decide where you go. Bill replied, well, thank God. What's the difference between the two? God said, I'm willing to let you visit both places briefly if it will help make a decision. Fine, but where should I go first? I'm leaving that up to you, said God. Okay, let's try hell first, So Bill went to hell. It was beautiful, clean, sandy beaches with clear waters. There were about 1,000 beautiful women running around, playing in the water, laughing and frolicking about. The sun was shining, the temperature was perfect. Man, that sounds like San Diego. Bill was very pleased. This is great, he told God. If this is hell, I really want to see heaven. Fine. And so off they went. Heaven was high in place in the cloud with angels drifting about, playing harps and singing. It was nice, but not as enticing as hell. Bill thought for a quick moment and rendered his decision. I think I prefer hell, he told God. Fine, responded God, as you desire. So Bill Gates went to hell. 2 weeks later, God decided to check up on the late billionaire and say, how are you doing in hell? When God arrived, he found Bill Gates shackled to a wall, screaming among the hot flames in the dark cave. He's being born and tortured by demons. How's everything going, Bill? God asked. Bill replied, his voice full of agony and disappointment. This is awful. This is not what I expected at all. I can't believe this is happening. What happened to the other place with the beaches and the beautiful women in the water? Well, God did plainly said that was a screensaver. Alright, one last technology joke, and then I'll stop the pain. But one day God called Jesus and his helpers into a meeting. God said they wanted to create a database on the Heaven supercomputer, which was running Macro S, by the way. He wanted to list everyone who has been born and all the good and bad things that each has done since the beginning of time. They said they could do it, and they sat at the keyboard for hours and days and weeks. Only seconds later, the light missed the spot. Finally, they were almost done when a power fell in heaven. Man, heaven's having a lot of computer and power issues, man. Kind of starting to remind me of Stockton. Sorry, Stockton. I love you all from there, just not the city. Okay, only seconds later the lights came back on and all the computers started to reboot. There was much crying and gnashing of teeth and pounding of keyboards as this happens. Down at the other end, through all this trouble where people are just going, no, I lost everything, and just banging. Jesus sat with a big smile on his face. Why did Jesus smiling among all this dismay? Jesus saved. And with that, good night. I'll be here all week.